Welcome to the Black Lion Podcast. We are your hosts, Lex and Dom, and today we have a special guest. Guest, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Trerese Roberts.
How you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm blessed. How are you?
I've been better, but I'm okay.
Oh, no. Well, I hope that you get better.
Working on it. So, as a business owner, what are well, before we even get into those questions,
Yeah.
what's the name of your business?
So the name of my business is Designs by Trerese. And it is a fashion design company in the DMV. I'm located in Virginia, but I do travel, and the services that I offer is custom wear, usually women's wear, evening gowns, special occasions, and children's wear.
That's great. What made you start your business? The background on your business.
Mhm. So the reason that I started my business was I was in college in 2017. I was graduating and I was really depressed. I was trying to go and be a physician, but my classes were pretty difficult and I didn't feel that I was smart enough. So I just got really depressed. And I knew I always wanted to do fashion design when I was a little girl. And I thought that maybe it would just bring me some happiness in that time. So I just started to just design things in the basement and put it on social media, and people started to really like it. And that's how it started, kind of blasted off from there. So, yeah.
Are you the primary owner of your business, or you have a partner with you?
So I am the primary owner. I don't have any partners or anything like that.
As a business owner, what are your three main priorities of your business?
That is an excellent question. Um, I would say that the main three priorities of my business would be to make sure that my customer comes first. I really want my customer to be happy. Usually it is either just a young woman or an older woman, any kind of woman is what I want to cater to, and just making sure that they feel beautiful. So that's the first thing. The second thing is making sure that I give good service, making sure I'm efficient and giving the best ability that I can to the design that I make. And the third one would be to be authentically myself, to not lose track of the creativity that I use to make sure my business thrives. So those would be the top three things if I could think of three things.
Can your business operate without you? Meaning, like, if you wanted to take a vacation or something, would your business still be able to make the revenue it would if you wasn't hands on?
No, mm-mm, not at all. I wish one day, that's the goal, one day, but today is not that day. No.
Do you do a lot of networking with different business owners or companies?
Yes, I do. I do a lot of networking with different companies and a lot of nonprofits that stand for a cause. I just did a fashion show for I think it's called the Liberty Home in Virginia. It's supposed to be to help women who were going through domestic abuse and just making sure that we give revenue to those who have been through human trafficking as well. So I try to network as much as I can. It's pretty difficult being in school, but I do make sure to make it an effort to do that.
What have you learned from trials and errors of having your business?
Um, I definitely would say that I learned not to be so hard on myself, but to be aware that I am being hard on myself and why I'm doing that. Sometimes it's difficult to, because I can be a perfectionist sometimes and not having the formal training, as a fashion designer, I really do beat myself up a lot about that. And just like I think that me always trying to be a perfectionist keeps a lot of opportunities away. And I think that other people are better at doing it than I am. And then I don't put myself out there as much as I should. So that's definitely something that I've learned, that I just got to go out there and I just got to do it. And if they like it, they'll like it. If they don't, then they don't. So, yes.
From when you started your business up until now, what progress have you seen?
Definitely a lot. I definitely have seen a growth in myself. I've seen a growth in my work and my designs, just from the fine details. When I first started, I made a couple of fur coats that didn't have any lining. I didn't hem them. They just were just fluff everywhere. And now I can kind of just see that I'm making dresses that have lining and they're hemmed and they look good and they fit well. I've also noticed that I've been very good at trying to research and learn fashion design on my own, because I was not, well versed in it. So just taking the time to learn how to do it well, so I can be the best that I could be at it, is what I've learned as well.
Your support system, does your family and your friends support your business?
Yes, my family and my friends do support my business, which is a blessing for sure. Um, I definitely think that at the beginning it was kind of hard to kind of see the vision because I was a little all over the place, but a lot of people were still very supportive. And now that I'm kind of focused and people can kind of see my vision, they are definitely supporting me even more than before, which I appreciate.
For this year, what are three goals you have for your business?
Hmm. Um, I think three goals that I have for my business would be to try to find a team. I definitely want to find more people to work with, um, in regards to like photographer, makeup artist, creative director. I want to make a team that comes together and try to make the vision happen even faster. I want to try to get more into the bridal and then the pageant and prom industry. So, kind of putting myself out there as a designer and hopefully getting some clients that way. And lastly, I definitely want to be a what do I say? How do I say it? International designer as well. Have my dresses on that level. I don't know how I'm going to have that happen, but that's definitely a goal that I have. If not this year, then in the future.
Do you have any of your products you could show us?
That's a question. I do. Let's see if I can bring one over for you guys to see. Give me a second. Let me see. Um, I'll just bring this over. Sorry about this. Okay, let's see. Chair this way. Please, you guys can see. I'll bring this closer. So this dress here was made by me as well. It goes all the way to the floor, but handcrafted. I was able to make it on my own. I won first runner up with this dress, and a lot of people really really loved it. I can hear it on stage that they thought it was just so pretty. So it's definitely one of the pieces that I'm very very proud of, and I was able to do it all on my own. which I was very, very grateful to do. So that's just one of them. And I'm also wearing one as well. This is really old though. But it's like a blue, and then it goes to the floor as well. And I thought it was pretty nice for the occasion today. So yes.
That's good. They look great.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Good.
Thank you.
God, you know I follow you on your social media, so I always see you when you post new products and stuff. So,
and I appreciate that. I know that we've been trying to do a meeting for a long time, and I'm happy that you were able to still schedule this and be so kind enough to do one with me. So I do thank you for that.
what's your business? What's the funnest thing about your business that you find?
Oh man, there's so many things that I find so fun. I definitely think that the best part is like if I see something in my mind like that I want to make, and then like I kind of get discouraged because I'm like, oh, I don't know how to make that. But then like once I try it and I do it, and then like I see it and it's tangible in my hands and it looks exactly like what was in my mind, it's definitely something that really makes me happy. Because I'm literally making it from nothing. I don't just kind of like go to the store and then I see it. I'm like, oh, that's cute. Like I can think about it, and anything that I think about, I can make. So that's the best part for sure.
From your own customers, what kind of feedback have you received?
Feedback, definitely right now has been really good. I do know that there are some tweaks that I need to do in regards to making sure that things fit well. I definitely have to be more, what's the word? Have open communication, because it is hard trying to do my business and be in school at the same time, because I'm trying to be a dentist is my end goal, which is, outside of, designing. So I get very, very busy. And I know that a lot of people will message me and I would not follow up, which is something I definitely am trying to work on. So yeah, I definitely got some feedback about that, and I take feedback very seriously. So yes.
If somebody wanted to start a business, what advice would you give them?
If a person wanted to start their own business, I definitely would tell them that they have to go all in, to be very passionate about what they want to do. That's the number one thing. If you're not passionate about it, I really think that it will die out really quickly. Um, you have to definitely believe in yourself as well, because there will be times where you might feel like a lot of people don't appreciate what you're putting out there, what service or what product or anything like that. And it gets discouraging. I go through that a lot. Like I think that a lot of people might not like my dresses. I don't get a lot of likes, or I don't have like a celebrity wearing it or something like that. So I definitely don't try to compare myself. I wouldn't want anyone else to compare themselves as well. And just to take risk as well, because with a business, you have to put yourself out there and you have to present yourself well so that they know that you're very serious and that you are going to do the best that you can with your business. And yeah, just to have fun and love what you do is honestly what I would say. That's the number one goal, is to believe in yourself and make sure you love what you do. So yeah.
You in school for to become a dentist? Are you going to be opening your own dentist company, or are you gonna go under like or already established place?
That's a good question. So my goal is to, when I hopefully, God willing, one day I do get into dental school. What I want to do is I will try to work for a healthcare center. So like what is it called? A federally funded healthcare center. So I want to make sure that my services are accessible to those who might not have the funding for dental care. So I would try to do that first. And then once I feel very confident to go on my own, then I would go ahead and open up my own practice. My goal is to one day open up a free clinic. So not only would I try to have my own practice as a dentist, but I want to have a free clinic where there are free dental care services for those who need it. So public health is definitely going to drive that. That answers the question.
Can you tell the audience where they could find you at and how they could contact you?
Yeah. So thank you again for this interview. My name is Trerese Roberts. You can find me at Designs by Trerese. A lot of times people spell my name wrong, so I'll spell it. It's Trerese. But even if you just Google Trerese, Trerese, you should be able to find me there. And on Instagram, on Facebook, Designs by Trerese would be the best place to find me. Yeah.
The pricing of your products, would you say that they are fair and affordable or overpriced?
That's a good question. I definitely would say that my products are definitely affordable. I don't think that my stuff is very expensive. One of the things that I make sure to do is just to ask the customer what their budget is, and then I try to work around that. Now, if they want something that was already made and custom, like for instance, like if they wanted something like this, I would just try to work with them and see like what kind of price they're looking at. Because I'm not really trying to, what's the word? Just take people's money. Like that's not my goal. I definitely want to make things affordable for people and for them to look nice. So I think that as long as, we work well together, we can negotiate and stuff like that. That is definitely doable. So, yes.
So the way your business is but this is the question. The way
Yeah.
your business is run, you working by yourself or meaning like you do everything yourself or you have some employees or no?
I am by myself. I am a one woman show. I do all of it. So I design, I do the garment construction, I do the fabric selection, I do the tailoring, I do the social media, I do the networking. I also just do like the financing. I do everything. One day I hope to definitely have a team. It will make life a lot easier. And I definitely want to try to work with other designers as well. That's a goal that I'm hoping to do. So it's not just me. I would like to have other gown designers want to work with me and we can make dresses together so it doesn't feel so heavy. Because it just doesn't make it as fun anymore, like it's hard between the two, like designing and then being a business owner. Both things are so important. Like I'm not saying either one isn't, but it definitely gets really hard and draining. And sometimes you're like, oh man, I'm not really so motivated because I got all this stuff to do. So yeah.
When it comes to your shipping timetable, what a customer have how many days will a customer have to work for one of your products to be shipped out to them?
Oh, wow, you're asking such good questions. I haven't had a customer that I had to ship my outfit to yet. But I would definitely say, depending on like the timeline when they need it by, and definitely when they need it by, then I would say about 3 days. If of course, they're in the US. If they're in like the area and like I usually like to see them in person, I try to make sure I meet them and then get their correct measurements and stuff like that, then I think that they should be able to get their garment a lot quicker because I would just go and bring it to them. Most of my customers that I've worked with before, like we've met in person, I gave it to them when it's ready. But if I did have someone who wanted something shipped, then I definitely would try to do about maybe the regular 3 to 5 business days. If there's a delay, then of course I would communicate with them that there is a delay and stuff like that. But just to keep that open communication as well.
Do you have any up and coming events?
Yes, I do. Right now, I am Miss Virginia and Miss Virginia North America. I'll make sure to say that. And we have our international pageant in July. So one of the biggest things that I am trying to do is to work with my director as well as creating my dress for that occasion so that I can say that my dresses were able to be in a national pageant and not just a local state. So that's one of the biggest things that I'm excited about. But if I do have other events coming up, I make sure to put it on my social media, which is Designs by Trerese. So yeah.
Well, that's good.
Thank
Thank you
you.
again for coming to the interview.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy that we did this. It's been so long, but we did it. And thank you for this podcast. I just love that. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's good.
I know before I had got sick earlier last year in August. I know we were supposed to do it.
I'm sorry that you got sick, but no, I'm happy you're still doing it even through that. That's awesome. And I'm hoping that like I can like share this and stuff like that to bring more people to come and see your podcast, and you can have the opportunity to interview other people too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will I will send it to you once it's edited and
Oh yeah, of course. I'll make sure that people know about it and all that good stuff because I love this. I haven't been on a podcast before, so I'm really grateful that I was able to do that.
Do you have children?
No, I don't have any kids. No kids.
No, I was wondering because I know you said you made
Children's wear.
yes.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm. I don't have kids, but I want to be a dog mom. That hasn't happened yet, but no kids. Nope. Just me.
That's good. And can you please tell the audience again where they can find you at, contact you at?
Mm-hmm. So you can find me at Designs by Trerese. Trerese is spelled Trerese. If you want to see any of my products, just go on Facebook, Instagram. Sometimes you can even go on LinkedIn. If you have any questions, please definitely give me an email at designsbytrerese, Trerese @gmail.com. And I will definitely make sure to answer them. Thank you so much.
And thank you.
Yay.